Black jumps the knight to f4, eyeing White's queen and looking for counterplay threats around White's king. White's queen slides up to h6, keeping the pressure and threatening checkmating ideas near Black's king. Black tucks the king away on Jade, stepping out of immediate danger and escaping check threats. White brings the knight to f6 with a strong check, forcing Black's king to move and tightening the attack. The Black king shifts to f7, dodging the check but stepping into a more vulnerable position. White's rook charges up to e5, activating a new attacker and hinting at powerful threats against Black's exposed king. Black shifts the bishop to f6, increasing control over key squares and bolstering the king's defense. White's queen boldly invades with key 7, creating the threat of a check and ramping up attacking pressure. Black counterattacks by swinging the queen to c1, targeting White's king and looking for counterplay. White's king steps up to g2, escaping direct threats and helping coordinate future defense. Black pushes the pawn with g4 f3, opening lines and adding urgency to White's position. White captures the pawn with kf3, regaining material and stabilizing the position for now. Black kicks things off with a daring knight hop to f4, pressuring White's queen and bishop and eyeing central squares. White responds by capturing with the bishop on f4, eliminating the knight and maintaining strong activity in the center. Black immediately recaptures with the bishop, forcing White to make a choice and keeping the momentum on the king side. White chooses the queen to take the bishop, asserting dominance over the f4 square and sharpening threats along the fourth rank. Black's queen steps in next and exchanges herself for White's powerful queen, simplifying the position and reducing attacking chances. White coolly scoops up the queen with the rook, solidifying control over the f-file and keeping up the pressure in a more open game. Black plays a6, creating a bit of breathing room on the queen side and preparing to challenge White's advanced pawns. White responds with a5, immediately taking space and putting pressure on the newly created weakness at a6. Black brings the queen to b5, eyeing the a5 pawn and lining up potential exchanges while keeping an aggressive stance. White's bishop lands on b5, pinning the queen to the pawn and threatening an exchange, cleverly exploiting Black's loose formation. White starts by calmly tucking the king away to e1, steering clear of potential threats and preparing for central activity. Black's knight jumps to d3, throwing pressure into White's position and eyeing essential squares near the king. White responds by shifting the king to d1, seeking safety and perhaps trying to coordinate defense against the mounting threats. Black launches a tactical strike with Rook to f2, lining up against the White king and threatening major material imbalance. White sacrifices the queen on f2, capturing the rook and desperately trying to swing the momentum back or halt the attack. Black's knight immediately recaptures on f2, trading the rook for the queen and solidifying a decisive material advantage.